across the USA. Rangers on board, chasing victory each day. Hockey hearts soaring, the FSBN way. Fly with the team, where Coastal leads the way. Coastal Airways, we're lighting up the night. From city lights to the rink, spirits take flight. Season of legends, heroes on the run. New York Rangers riding till the banners are won. Coastal Airways, we're lighting up the night. From city lights to the rink, spirits take flight. Season of legends, heroes on the run. New York Rangers riding till the banners are won. Boarding at sunrise, the Rangers fly high. Coastal Airways ready for another sky. Jet engines roaring, blue and red in view, bringing hockey dreams to cities old and new. Coastal Airways, we're lighting up the night. From city lights to the rink, spirits take flight. Season of legends, heroes on the run. New York Rangers riding till the banners are won. MD-83 gleaming, the crew all in line. Checklist complete. Tailwinds on time from Broadway's bright lights to the great white north. We're simulating glory, carrying legends forth. Coastal Airways, we're lighting up the night. From city lights to the rink, spirits take flight. Season of legends, heroes on the run. New York Rangers riding till the banners are won. Coastal Airways, across the USA. Rangers on board, chasing victory each day. Hockey hearts soaring, the FSBN way. Fly with the team, where Coastal leads the way. Coastal Airways, we're lighting up the night.
All right, what is going on, folks? Welcome aboard the FSBN channel. My name is Jason, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Love to have you. We are about three things: doing it right, learn something, and having fun. That's what we're about on this channel. So today, we're flying the Rangers over to Toronto. They have a game tomorrow, or Wednesday, that is. We're going to do it tonight because I have time. I don't have time tomorrow, so I'm going to do it tonight, and then we'll fly them back home. So quick one trip and back. We're almost done with our season. The Rangers are pretty much done. They're over. So in April, right here, I think we have one more trip, folks. And that is it. Let me look at the schedule. I really do think it's that close. I do think we have... Let's see. We did that flight. Yep, we did that. Guys, after this flight, we have one more 3-day trip. And we are done for the season. The entire season's over. And I am ecstatic. I gotta be honest with you. This is a long season for us, especially with the whole Olympic thing. We had an Olympic break. It was just a nightmare. So welcome aboard those folks who are on the chat right now. If you're new, say hi. If you're not new, say hi. I'd love to know who's here so we can chat. And without any further ado, I'm going to get this going. We're in the MD-83. That's kind of what we do at Coastal here. Take some old vintage aircraft and make some use of it. And that's exactly what we're doing today. So we're going to jump down here, take a look. We got an MD-83. AIRAC is 2603, March 19, April 16. And my thoughts, by the way, thoughts and prayers going out to the folks in the Jazz Airlines, Air Canada, all the Canadian folks. Do my condolences to you, to the whole family of the aviation community for your loss and for the aviation's loss. Again, we lost two good aviators out there. They could do nothing, and that's the sad part about it. It's just a screw up. Anytime you have humans, you're going to have some, even computers, but it's just a bummer. It's completely preventable too, so it'll have to be a full investigation, obviously, but that's kind of how it goes. Okay, our route's going to be HPN. I'm going to actually pull this in from our ACARS. So let's go to menu. Let's see if we can't get this to work. We're going to go ACARS. I would love to see if CPDLC works, but I don't think I can get it to go. I need more time. Let's go init data. We're going to go ahead and click init request. So I'm trying to pull in the data. Is that Shelton checking in? Shelton, what's up, man? He says, evening, Captain. Hope the day was good. What kind of shoes do frogs wear? Open-toed sandals. That's great. William, what's going on, buddy? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Hello, Jason. Good to see you live. Thailand, sunny and awesome. Yeah, you like Thailand. Thailand, cool. Cool to check out. I'd love to go visit that place one of these days. All right, flight plan is uploaded, and that's good. Let's click the flight plan. There's our CPDLC. We've got RPT 5800 OFP1. We're looking at HPN to Toronto. It's an MD-83, 494 cruise altitudes, LRC. We got all that stuff. So all that's good to go and entered. And let's go ahead and pull in this. And we're going to go CYYZ. CYYZ, I thought it was. CYYZ, right? Yes. I'll throw that in there. Good. Weather here in Westchester is the following. It's going to be gusty. It's kind of gusty today. There's a low pressure system wreaking a little bit of havoc. Low pressure, and we're looking at 320 at 12. That's not the bad part. It's the gusty part. Gusting 21. 10 miles visibility, and we have some broken clouds at 43. Sky condition, we've got that 10 miles visibility. We got that. Temperature is 01. Dew point -5. Altimeter coming in 3016. We're definitely taking runway 34 today, folks, out of here, out of Westchester. So I'll go ahead and 34 on the runway. We'll throw that in there. And I'm just going to click departures. We're going to go to departure, and we're going to use HPN 8, route, activate. We'll have to execute. We're looking at the index. We're going to go to arrivals. Let's see what we got for arrivals. Where are we? Ling 3 arrival. Woozy transition? What is it? Yeah, woozy transition. Or woozy transition. They're landing runway 06 right now. So they're landing the 6s. I guess so. So we're going to go 06. Well, I would like to go 06 left if we can get that. Let's just plan that. Let me just look at the transition for the approach. 06 left, ILS. Yeah, I guess we'll It's a nice day there. It's not like it's IFR or anything. It's just windy, gusty and windy. Okay, that's good to go. Right on back to index. We'll click that. Our zero fuel weight today basically is normal here, 101.7. I'll throw this up there, 101.7. That's what we put there. And our fuel is going to be 18.8. We're going to have a lot more than that. It's because of this. I don't know why this thing doesn't want to. I've got to look at it. It's just not taking the fuel. And I don't know why. Reserve 6,000. We're going to cruise today, 360. That's a little on the high side for this route. 274 at 91. 274/91. All right. And then we're going to go ISA deviation. If the deviation is a +9, so we're just going to add 9 right there. So we go ISA dev 9. Takeoff, we hold off on that. Everything else is the same. I'm going to put 9,200 in our paperwork, so 9,250, 9,250. We're looking at 1,900 in the center. Gosh, come on. 20,350 pounds of fuel out of here. Lots of gas. We shouldn't have that much fuel, but like I said, it's kind of one of those things. Looks like John's boarding as well. We're going to shift this weight to the front just a little bit. I like to run about 20. That's perfect. Trim. Take a look at your trim. 20.7. Write that in there. Flap's going to be 11. Runway is 3, 4. Cell temp, don't know yet. We'll figure that out in just a minute. I'll actually do that now. And we'll have to tell it we have about 1,900 pounds in the center tank to let it know what we're looking at. It's a little higher than anticipated. Our performance coming in. I'll click autofill. Oh, that's good. 3, 4. I'm going to set the flaps to 11 for now. Good, good, good. What did I say? 117. And actually, the takeoff is going to be a little higher. It's going to be a 122.2. 122,200. Let's click calculate button. Let's see what it gives us. Yep. Okay, flap 11. It gives us a cell temp of 50, up to 50. We can go 45. 142. Okay, so I'm going to write those numbers in. Let's get them in there. I've got 27, 133, 142. That is set. Legs page. Good. And I'll give you a briefing here in just a minute. Let me go ahead and do my flows. We'll get the clearance. Then we'll be rocking and rolling. Normal. Check these two. They're capped, closed. That's to 0. Drop back down. Take a look at your 1, 2, 3. AC lows are good. Galley power's on. Boy, they didn't help me out, did they? Normally, maintenance does a good job. And they say, yeah, we'll get everything set for you on the right side today. You see how that this left fuel pressure low? Well, we're going to drop down here. Throw your cross feed. Come back up. That is now off. Cool. Throw this off. You can see left inlet pressure low, right inlet left pressure low. Throw the left off. Watch the right go. That's good. Good test. Good check on the cross feed. That's how you do a proper cross feed check. Close it. This is the first flight of the day, so this takes a little longer to get it done than normal. Bad amps, 0 volts should be to the right. Good to go. APU. And then our external power is good. We'll push and hold this for 5 seconds. There it goes. Lights on. Normal, normal, normal. We're going to go ahead and set today is 22, is it? 23rd. All day. 23rd, 05, 8200, leg 1. ACAR is clear. We're gonna go ahead and arm the anti-skid. When you do that, watch your watch this. Let's see that. Good. Back to off. We'll come down the chute here. These are off, and we're landing with a landing pressure altitude 569 feet. So we'll change this just to close, probably about closer to 600. There we are. And pressure is 3036. Right there, 3036. Good. Check your rate. Push it. There we go. Upstairs. Ground procs. Test it.
Glide slope.
Wind shear test.
Pull
That's good.
up.
That's good. Cockpit
Terrain.
flood is
Terrain.
off. That is off. Stall.
Pull up.
We're checking our stall now. Lights on. I see it. Good.
Stall. Overspeed.
All right. Logo lights off.
Overspeed.
We'll throw that one off. Good. Yacht amper's on. That's good. That's on. That's good. Push that. Good to go. Unlock the door here. You can turn off the lighting. That was meant for a night flight. We pulled in here at night. Put a little bit on. And we'll go ahead and test this. Good. While we're at it, we're going to test all of our fire. 1, 2, bells off, got the lights. APU is on, and all 6 loops are on down there. Coming back off and off. All right, coming over across. We got a flight director on. I got a flight director on your side. How about no? It is on now. Good. Coming across down here, looks like our speed is going to be 142. I'll go ahead and set that right now. 142. Altitude's probably going to be 3,000 on the normal climb. Coming out of Westchester, it's kind of how it goes. Good to go. The heading, we're going to be northbound, so it's basically 300. I think it's like a 329 or 325 on the heading. We'll check it. I'm going to set 325 for now. All that's good to go. I'm going to come down to testing the engine computer. We're going to throw this test, going to drive the EPR bugs. There we are. I'm then going to go take off flex. Art switches off. When you're doing a flex temp, you can bring it down to 45. That's good. Oops. We're going to come over here. Got to test our fuel. So let's just pitch it up. We'll test the fuel. Everything should go 3,000 pounds. We're on the B side, 3,000 pounds. Zero fuel weight. Going to be 101.7. So that's good, proper. Coming across down here, check our it's not comparator, but it's your tone. All right, let it go. 3015, that's all set. Want to come over here, check this. Ready? Pressure. You're looking for hydraulic coming up, and your flaps are coming up. You get that because of creep, the hydraulic creep in the flap system. That's what happens there. That's coming off. Checking. Got 2 good tests on that. Now the fun stuff. Yes. Yes, you're looking for movement there. Same with here. This is the alternative. Good. That's open. 24, that's good. Standby. Coming down here, takeoff on. Throw that on. Go ahead and open the valves. And that valve. All right, our flows are done. Let's go ahead and call for clearance, and then we'll get the heck out of here. Clearance 126.4. I've looked at PDC. Let's give him a call. I gotta do one thing really quick. Gotta change my microphone. Every time I stream, I have to change things in order to get the audio to work. So it's kind of a pain in the neck. But it is what it is. And click OK. That's good. I gotta do the thing on this side. That's set. That's good. That's good. That's good. Good. All right, it should work. Let's give me a call. Westchester Riptide 5800 at the gate, looking for IFR over to Toronto.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
That is not the right pen. Oh, there we go.
Riptide 5800, New York departure, clear to Toronto. Radar vectors Gale. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 36010 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.55, squawk 6247.
Okay, radar vectors Gale up to 4,000, 360 and 10, 120.55, 6247, Riptide 5800.
Riptide 5800, read back correct.
Okay, oil's 15. Writing those numbers down. Hydraulics 16 over 17. We got a good jet, folks. We got a good jet ready to go. We'll just go ahead and program the flight director here in just a minute. We'll get out of here. All right, let's board them. I will work with you folks on a briefing while we get them boarded. Ah, shoot. There we go. Come over here. We'll go ahead here. I'll click GSX and click request boarding. No pushback right now. Nobody, we're on the airplane. Okay, they're going to do that. I'm going to brief you. Let's go get a briefing done. Over to charts. Kilo HPN. All right, we're looking at departure SID, Westchester 8. This is your standard departure over Westchester. We're going to be taking off northbound, 343 and 295 on the heading. So I'm going to change that right now. 295 set, 4,000 on the altitude set. So basically 1,000 feet, then we're going to roll it left to 295. We're going to go direct to Gale is right there. So kind of climbing out of here, top altitude 3,000. We've got it set to 4,000 feet. And we're looking at a ground speed of approximately about right here. 500 feet per minute. That's no big deal. We can easily do that with this airplane. That's it for the departure. It's simple. Quick taxi out of here. We all know that. We've taxied out here many times. So we're looking at Alpha. We'll get push down to Alpha. And they kind of put us right in between this Echo Fox area. So we'll just stay right there. We'll maybe making a right turn. Firing both engines. Coming across on 29. We'll watch that. Make sure we're good to go to cross. And then we're taking 3-4 outbound. If anything should happen before V1, what we'll do is stop the aircraft. To 80 knots to V1. We'll only stop with fire, failure, fear, shear. Do you have any questions? And I'll do that by throttles to idle, full reversers, speed brakes. I'll make sure they're deployed. We'll get on the brakes. We'll taxi off the runway and try to figure out what happened. Major threat today. We could have traffic. I don't see any traffic, so we should be good on the traffic front, at least with that. Do you have any thoughts or concerns? Please let me know in the chat as well. Boston Center is online. I don't know. They don't control us. And matter of fact, we're going to be outside their airspace. So we're kind of skirting their airspace to the west. So it's really not that big of a deal for us today. Gotta pull this over. Get this going with us. I am going to start the APU. Just give me a second. Let me. That's pretty darn late there. So, all right, APU is coming online. We're going to go ahead and throw the right side on. Actually, I'm going to burn both center tanks. And we'll turn all of our tanks on. APU coming to start. Let's get it lit. All right, folks, if you're just joining us, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and tell us you're here. We'd love to hear from you. Check in, say hi. Bring that down. FS weekend just happened, right? So if you're a flight sim enthusiast, that was pretty cool to see. I don't think anybody's landing there right now, like in real life. It's closed. We're simulating leaving at 2 p.m. because that's when they're going to leave. So if you're thinking, why is it light outside and it's dark outside where I am? Well, that's why. It's because we simulate the team leaving, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, back upstairs. APU is lit. I've got 2 good lights coming on. All right, let's turn the let's shut the door. We'll come back upstairs and we will turn on the aux pumps. Aux pumps are on. Doors come and close. We'll run checklist. Right there. Aft stairs coming up. Good. All right, let's run the checklist. Let's go takeoff on the FMA, please, before we do anything. There we go. So you see how it went takeoff on us? That's what you want to see. Okay, here we go. Checklist time. 0 fuel weight is set. Takeoff condition computer is set. Stabilizer trim set. Flaps takeoff selector is set. 24 airspeed bugs. TRP is set. Doors, they're closed. Hydraulics are on high. Before start checklist is complete. Let's go ahead and turn on the air conditioning. Let's go ahead and get the ground off the aircraft. The GPU's coming down. We're already on the bus. Goodbye. So when the GPU's on, the bus is off. We're good. All right. We're making sure our doors are closed. Thank you. Doors are closed. And we're going to come over here, throw the anti-collision light is on. Come on, dude. Let's get my flow ready. Flow. We're going to go to GSX. Ah, shoot. Just kidding. Hold on. I need to go flow. I don't know if I turned this on or not. I might have. I don't remember. I can't remember if I did that or not. Don't know. I'm going to request prepare for push and departure. Yeah, get that thing out of here. I want to go. All right, bro, you got to get up. It's probably waiting on me. No. Beautiful JT8D engines. Let's get that out of here.
Captain, we are ready for pushback. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Westchester ground, Riptide 5800, looking for push on to Alpha.
Riptide 5800, Westchester ground, pushing start approved, tail northwest.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yeah, a whole lot of nothing going on tonight. Quiet.
Target 1389, 180 speed or greater to stay. You can go over to tower 187. Have a good night.
Okay, when we start, we're going to start number 1 first, and then we'll switch it to number 2.
Locking gear.
Where's that? Clear 1759, New York, radar contact, I'm in 2000.
All right, folks, you guys ready to go? Yeah, I am. Waiting for these folks to get everything going. We're going to go ahead and go plane mode. Use autosave quick edit pushback. Yes.
Release parking brakes, please.
All right, folks, brakes coming off the aircraft. Oh, we're done.
Commencing push.
On the
Due to
clock.
icing conditions,
Oh,
please stand by
shoot.
for engine start.
You know what I forgot? I always forget it. Volanta. I got to get going on Volanta, guys. I always forget it. Like, it's just... Why am I forgetting Volanta all the time? I got to make it start with with the computer, and then I won't have to worry about it too much.
1703, New York, altimeter 3022, direct path to.
1747.
Hit 1759, turn left heading 220. I was 5967, heading 310.
Alright, left heading 310, goes 5967.
Sorry, guys. Got to get Volanta working. Okay.
I'm sorry, Delta 1703, it's the Arnett
Lights.
X-ray 31, you have Yankee?
My flight. I want to start a flight. How do I start a flight?
No worries, an X-ray should have had the approach. We've been on it for a bit. I was 5967, departure 1817.
There it is. Your active flight.
I'm sorry, Sky was 5967. Correction is 12085.
Please set parking brakes.
Alright, 12085, Sky was 5967.
Park brake coming set.
59, departure 120.85.
Brakes are set. And those are off.
1703, keep it up.
System. Fire number 1. Number 1, ground. Start valves open.
JetBlue 62 New York approach, altimeter 3022, can proceed direct to passenger.
22%. Here comes the fuel. Start your clock. There's a light. Nope, didn't want that. Got a light. EGT's coming up.
Left is clear, right is clear.
Looking at 40% of N2 here. And then we're going to go ahead and shut off the starter. You little stink. That was my fault. We're going to shut off the starter. I want to start number 2. 2 to ground. Here we go. Start valves open. I got the pin there. You would salute. We're starting the second engine. Here comes the fuel. Fuel's in, TIR is on. Looking for the light. We got the light off. Looking at the EGT, making sure you don't it's called the hung start. I'm getting rotation there on the N1, and you don't want to hot start either. So you're watching that EGT. There's no protection on the engine, so you don't have a FADEC on this aircraft. It's just you. Left side, right side, looking good, coming down. APU's coming off, and so is the air conditioning bleed. That's the APU bleed. All that's good. That's on. That's on the alpha side. Let's get some oxygen in the airplane, some air. Even though it's beautiful outside, I don't think the players want to be frozen solid as they are 20 degrees Celsius, which I love. I think it's great at 20 degrees. All right, this light's on. Coming upstairs, we're checking our flight controls. Rudder armed. All right, checklist. Air conditioning panel set. Pitot heat is on. Anti-ice is off. Engine instruments are checked. Flight controls are free. Flaps and slats coming down 11. All right. Ooh, shoot. There's 11 right there. And we should have a green light. 11 in the green. Okay. Transponders, TARI, pneumatic crossfeed valves. What kind of closing?
1703, descend and maintain 7,000.
All right, guys. We'll taxi out here. Brakes coming off.
Maintain 3,000, fly heading 270.
Down to 3,000, heading at 270, flight 530.
Westchester ground, Riptide 5800 taxi, please.
Riptide 5800, runway 34 taxi via Alpha, hold short of runway 29er, then Alpha.
We'll taxi via Alpha, hold short 29.
Number 62, descend and maintain 7,000.
Yeah, that wind is gusty. Okay, gonna put those lights down.
Riptide 5800, cross runway 29er.
All right, we'll cross 29 on Riptide 5800. Lights on.
Delta 1703, descend and maintain 3,000.
That looks good on my side. You would look on your side.
Runways.
Looks good on your side. You guys are quiet tonight, huh? Maybe it's too late. Maybe that's the issue. I don't normally fly this late, but I wanted to get it done. All right, lights off.
No, you can float at 210 if you want.
One more notch. There we are. I'm going to tap the brakes just to check it. Good brake pressure. Good. All right, let's go ahead. 118. I think it's 575.
JetBlue 62 at 7,000, reduce speed to 210, then descend to 3,000.
We'll do our checklist, guys, and we'll give tower a call.
Flight 530, descend and maintain 2,000, fighting 300, advise when you have the field.
Down to 2,000, heading 300, work up flight 530.
Delta 1703, cross Apache 3,000 or above, cleared on X-ray 31, just maintain 210 knots for now, please.
Sounds like LaGuardia to me. Probably LaGuardia approach. Now we're on. Okay, guys, we're hold.
Approach altimeter 3022.
Okay, stay right there. We'll run the checklist. All right, before takeoff, I'm on the brakes. I'm gonna push the throttles up really quick. Listen. Back down. Okay. Takeoff config check. Ignition selector is on alpha. ABS and spoilers are armed. And takeoff check's complete.
Fletcher 530, advise cancellation of IFR on this frequency in the air or on
Westchester
the ground.
Tower, Riptide 5800, ready to go here. Runway 34.
Fletcher 530, change over to advisory frequency is approved.
Riptide 5800, Westchester Tower, runway 34, winds 320 at 12, gusting 21, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, copy the winds, runway heading, clear for takeoff, Riptide 5800. Westchester traffic, Riptide 5800, taking runway 34, Westchester. Okay, guys, we're looking at top climb here.
Fletcher 530, thank you. Your
Ha, right? It's heading. This is going to be 295. Airspeed set 142. Altitude 4,000. 295, 4,000, altitude set. We're ready to go. We'll get your comments here in a minute. I'm rolling. Okay, guys. So normal, we're gonna throw the EPers at 1.3 on the EPer here. Bring it on up. We got some winds coming in, so we'll watch those winds.
3, 4.
All right, push them up, push them up, push them up. Hold. Push the nose down. And arm. Auto throttle's coming up. And I've got takeoff, enunciated. Clamp. Good. Right at 80 knots, we'll release some of that pressure. I'm going to throw a little bit. See how just a little bit of a crosswind in there, so I'm going to push that aileron in there into the wind. We're going. Here we go.
Till Shay and contact the tower 118.7.
Gear up. Jeez, Cliff, he's on the gear attraction. All right, at 500 feet, 800 feet, we'll turn the aircraft. Heading select, please, 295. Here we go, 1,000 feet. Let's roll it. Clamp thrust set.
Riptide 5800, contact departure.
Over departures, yep. 295, I'm heading. Roll it. Keep on rolling it. Let's call departure. We're doing good here. Let's get down while I'm looking at it. We'll call departure. New York departure, Riptide 5800, climbing to 3,000 for 4.
1110, ready speed to 250.
Riptide 5800, New York departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 280, turn right heading 325, vectors to Gale, then on course.
280, 235 was it? Alright, 325. Okay, 325 on heading, direct vectors to Gale, thanks. Flaps up, please. Speed. So what we're going to do is speed check, see how it pushed that up. There we go. And we're going to go VNAV climb. I'm going to go heading of 395 to vectors to Gale, he said? Oh, he said 3 what? 325, sorry. There's no 95. Like, wait a minute, that's not true. How could he say that? And then I'm going to go LNAV. We're still on the air, still manual flying. I'm just going to push the nose down about 15 degrees. That's good. I'll roll the aircraft out. We'll go direct to Gale here. We're at 3 degrees.
5800, direct Gale, then as filed, please.
All right, direct Gale, thanks. All right, upstairs. You got to aviate first, then we'll communicate. Aviate, navigate, communicate. That's the last thing I do. And now we've got the engine anti-ice on, so we're going to come down here. We're going to go N1 limit. I'm going to look at vectors to Gale, direct 2, execute, and then last thing but not least, we've got, you see how the airspeed is just kind of ticking away at us, so let's go ahead and push the nose over. Get back on that center line there. We got speed low, so I want to kind of get some airspeed back. There we are. Lights coming off here. I don't want to go below 10. There we go. That's good. I like it. We're just flying normal now.
Heading 130 to maintain 8,000.
Through 9,000. Clear to 27. I thought he said cleared up to 28,000 maybe. Now we're good. All right, I'm going to push it down. And what I'm going to do is engage the autopilot now. Autopilot's coming on. There we are. So we have VNAV climb, nav track now, and FMS EPer. All that's good to go. Let's do a climb check. Coming down here, we'll shut our hydraulics off. I'm going to disarm the speed brakes. That's down. Coming here, this is off. All right, upstairs looking good. This is off. Well, anti-ice is on. We might not need that on now. No, we don't. We can turn it off. All right, engine anti-ice is coming off. Bang. Bang. And that's off. Looking good here, and we're pressurizing. Not really yet. Through 10,000, the airplane's accelerating, and we are done. Climb checks. Climb check complete. Here we go. Ignition is off. APU is off. Fuel pumps are on. We're going to burn down that center tank first. Spoilers and ABS are disarmed. Flats and slats, they're up and off. Art switch is coming off too. Little bugger, I missed it. All right, that's it. Not too bad on departure. I think we've finally got this airplane. Well, I shouldn't say that. We're getting more familiar with it. It's been 3 years. I've been flying this consistently for 3 years, and I feel like I'm comfortable. I can't be too comfortable in the airplane because it's an MD-80, and it'll bite you pretty hard if you think that way, which I don't. I just, you know, it's one of those things, folks. All right, let me get to your comments. Let's see here. Hey, Pops, how are you? Just in time for the takeoff. Yes, sir. I love the thumbnail, the MD-80, the skins in the rink. Yeah, I don't know. I had to come up with something fast because, you know, I wasn't going to fly this flight. I wasn't going to fly this flight, so I decided to do it because I'm like, you know what? We got master caution light. It's the fuel center tank, so let's go and turn that off now. All right, center tank's coming off. All right. It's a real big shame what happened at LaGuardia Airport.
Riptide 5800, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Kept the 340, Riptide 5800. 340. Set and armed. Good. It's a real shame what happened. Anyway, I've got, if those are members, hey Ryan, what's going on, buddy? Members are, if the members are out there right now, if you're a member and you've watched the video I released, it'll be released for everybody in a couple weeks, but if you're a member, YouTube member, you can see it right now. It's a 15-minute video. Now, I'm trying to think, like, you guys know when I produce a video, it's a long one. It could be an hour and a half, it could be 2 hours, it could be normally about an hour to hour 40 minutes, depending on the flight. However, this video I've cut down, I've just slashed it. Tremendously slashed the content so you don't see all the pre-flight. You just see the major things, right? The taxi. With that video, I'm arguing with air traffic control the entire flight. And air traffic control was AI at the time, is out of LaGuardia. And it was pretty funny.
Contact New York Center on 132.6.
32.6, yep. It was pretty darn funny through that that video. But what I want to know is that something that you folks want to see, that condensed, because I have a ton of them. And I know the majority of people don't have like an hour and a half to sit there and listen and watch. But I think most people have 15 minutes maybe. I don't know. Quick watch. I don't know. I want to know from you guys in the chat. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. New York Center, Riptide 5800, checking in 220 up to 340.
Riptide 5800, New York Center, good afternoon.
All right, we're going to go outside and listen. guys, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna miss this airplane. I am gonna miss it. You guys know we're getting the 7.5 and
Riptide 5800, climb and maintain flight level 360.
all right, final altitude 360, Riptide 5800. Armed, good. So I don't know. I'd love to know your thoughts on what you think we should do. Should we keep that format, 15-minute format? Maybe we can do a few of them, see how folks like them. I don't know. Pretty darn condensed. Jason, I'm going to bed. Good night, everyone. Good night, pups. Yeah, it is beautiful weather we got there, huh? Not too bad. It's going to be a little bit bumpy. Center out, what are we at? 132.6. So, Hugo Doc. Anyway, I want to hear your thoughts on that, what you folks think about it. Is that something that we want to do? So, you know, Toronto's about 308 nautical miles away. Well, nothing but static on this one. Static. That's all I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm going to get the weather here in Toronto here, folks. Is anybody else sad that the MD-80 is going to go bye-bye? Oh, 2992. Hello. Blasting through there. 2992, 2992. We'll shut our lights off. Lights coming off. I forgot that trigger. Trigger. Cockpit floods off. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I think one fun idea is the wing views you did in some of them is from the PAX perspective. That said, I'm sure it depends on what you're covering. Well, let's say, Ryan, let's say it's a flight like a normal, like any like line flight I do, whether it be Southwest or Delta or Coastal, right? I mean, normally I film, when I'm filming, I'll film the entire pre-flight procedure, the taxi, the takeoff, the climb to 18,000 or 10,000, right around there, and then I'm usually done at that point. Music Man, not my mad dog. Just not cost effective. No, it's that's not it. It's the airplane. We're not getting rid of them. But next season, it's going to be the 757. So, and I'll tell you why. The Mad Dog, as beautiful as this airplane is, it does not have the oomph I need out of Westchester. It can't give me all the fuel, especially on those West Coast trips. I can't get the fuel on the aircraft. I can't get the load on the airplane. So you got to do a trade-off, and I need the fuel, right? So the fuel. Gosh, man, really? I hear nothing but static. The fuel is obviously the thing we need on a trip like that. However, when that's the case, I'm not making any money on cargo. I can't fit any boxes in the belly. All I'm fitting is the team's luggage, which is a gazillion, about 5,500 pounds of equipment on the NHL charters that they take. So that plus, like right now, we have 7,800 pounds of cargo in addition to the, that's, so we have like, let's see here, we're about 2,500 pounds of cargo on the airplane, in addition to the weight of the equipment on board. But I just can't get the kick. out of there. So I don't know. I'm excited for a 7.5. I got to tell you, I'm really excited to fly that plane. We'll see though. I mean, I think it's definitely going to be taking over the charter, at least out of here. Let's see here. If you're wanting a quick guide, then I see you doing shorter videos like 30 minutes or less. Okay, for entertainment, I see most content creators out there are 30 minutes or less. I think really all depends on where you're leaning. I think if someone really wants to learn, it won't matter how long. That's true. If you're wanting to do a quick guide for folks who don't want to sit through a 1 hour, 2 hour tutorial, but a quick get up and fly 30-minute video is nice. Okay. Has anybody seen that 15-minute video I've got there? It's out right now for members. It's something like that. I'm thinking that very quick format. It's a 30-minute, basically, captain's log of the video. And if any crazy thing happens in between, man, this is nothing but static. We're not getting anything. Elmira. We're there now. We're passing that high altitude, 34,000. 274 miles top of descent. Ooh. No, 273 miles to destination. We are getting close. All right, so I'm going to look at the...
let me know when you'd like the updated weather report on my end. I'll read that to you.
Let's take a look. We're going to go to Woozy.
And for the Ithaca weather, winds are 310 at 9er. Visibility, 9er statute miles.
Woozy.
Light snow. Ceiling 900.
Dang.
That's broken. Ceiling 1,300. Temperature -2.
1,000 to go.
-3. And,
not to mention, this airplane's slow.
Ceiling
it's slow.
Between 700 feet and
Buffy.
1,200 feet.
All right,
Copy
we got Woozy.
And 3028, copy that.
Eiston.
5394.
We got Ling. Seabad. 13 and 11, that is set. Then we got Degro. Seagod. 210 and 8,000. Then from there, we're going to go Vertgo. Then Darpu. Danip. Masser. Learn. Leran. And then we're going to be in to the runway 06 left with the Upili transition. Okay, I'm good with that. Let's go and get an idea of timings. It's 136 miles top of descent, folks. Here we're at 36,000.
120.62.
120.62 Air Canada.
Get the weather. Get that weather into
Endeavour 5394.
Toronto.
Clear direct OC.
If it's funny stuff, then it's short form video. I don't know. That's just my brain thinking out loud at the end. Think your brace your style, be unique. That makes everyone special and not cliche. I guess that's true. I'll support you with whatever. Been here this long. Do a great job in all seriousness what you do. Love when I get to watch your stuff when I can. So yeah, no pressure.
5967, contact Cleveland Center, 118.62.
UAL 416 in this track. I think so. I have to say I like the full videos. I'll watch every video you put out. I enjoy your content. Teaching. Let's go nuts. That's right. I mean, okay. Well, let's see how we do, right? I mean, I think the majority of the people don't want to watch it, but I don't know. I mean, guys, I have like 15 videos just sitting there, and just a ton of them. I don't know, but there are times where like I want to watch a creator too and just relax, right? Just kind of sit down, relax, and not worry about life for a little bit. I can just zone out. And pretty good content too, where you're not getting, I don't know.
Endeavor 5394, speed line.
Hard.
Looks like the weather updated one more time, and now the winds are 310 at 8, still 9 for the visibility, light snow. Ceiling is now 1,100.
Ithaca?
And it
They are actually. There's some weather there in Ithaca.
And that previous remark with the varying ceiling is
And
no
you
longer.
can see it below us.
Copy
There's
of
all
that.
the weather
Next,
right there.
Information there, 5394.
All right, let's do this Toronto weather. Let's get the weather here in Toronto. We're looking at 300 at 10. The visibility is 15
501, contact New York
miles.
approach 125.7.
Sky conditions clear. Temperature is -3, dew point -9. Altimeter coming in 3038. And runway on the ATIS right now, they are departing and arriving.
5394, descend and
23 left and right,
5,000, there were 5394.
or 15 left and right. Ooh, so we have to do a runway change. They're landing 23 in Toronto. I'll take runway 23, guys. It's that south runway closest to us. I'll give you a break. I'll let you know what I'm talking about. So we are going to have to flip it in our FMC. So come on down here. Let's take a look with me. We're going to look over here. I'm going to click my charts using our Navigraph charts. We're going to go to runway 23. It's going to be an ILS. We're backing it up to the ILS. It's a visual approach, but we'll back it up to the ILS. And looks like Nudik is the waypoint. So we're going to go over here, click Arrivals and Departures. We're doing the Ling 3, but we're changing a runway now. We're going to go runway 23. And Nudik transition. We're going to execute that. Go to the legs page. I'm going to bring you guys over here, and I'm going to just brief you on the chart. And while I do that, I'm going to go to menu to Prague and just take a look. 110 miles. So click this. We're going to go CYYZ. Enter. And here we are. And we're going to do is flip that there. I'm going to flip that there. Actually, flip that one off. That one's on. So runway 23 is the runway of choice for us. And I'll tell you why. Sean has us going into this, tucks us in over here in this general aviation area. It's where the real airplane actually goes with the Rangers and the charters. And when they play Toronto, they'll sit it right in here. And that's where we're going to go, right there. Okay? So 23 is going to be the best for us. We'll come over here, get off on Juliet 2, probably taxi all the way down, cross this runway 15, get on Kilo, and then we're in. All right, there's no probably way I'm going to get off on this one. I doubt it. I'll be burning up the brakes, but I'm usually right after here somewhere. So we'll just go down to Juliet 2 nice and easy. And nice smooth landing for everybody. Take a look at the star, and we are going to be on the Ling 3 arrival. And now we're going Ling 3, but we're going Ling 3, 2, 3. So we're going to go find that right now. All right, Ling 3, that's 3, 3, there's 2, 3, that's the wrong one. Right there. Let's go ahead and pin that one. That's the one we want. We'll go ahead and close it. Now I want you guys to look at the chart. I'm going to read off of the FMC, and you tell me if I miss anything. We have Woozy, then we have Iston, then we go to Ling, Youth, and then we got an altitude restriction of 11,000 and 13,000 below. 250 knots on the restriction speed. Then we got Bimpo at 210, 8,000. Verco, Mayrod, Dinky, Danvo, Dunnell, vectors NUDEC, which is going to be right in the vector. Let's look at that right now. We're looking at approach for runway 23. And I'm going to brief it. Why am I going to brief a visual approach? Well, just in case. All right, we are in Toronto International Airport, 11-6 on the chart, 21 November 25. It is ILS, the ILS runway 23. Looking at ATIS 120.8, London Radio 123.2. Toronto arrivals, right in there is 3 of them. Towers going to be 118.35 or 118.7. Here's our ground frequencies. Localizer is going to be 111.5. Looking at approach course 237 and 1,900 feet. Looks good there. Looks like an MSA of where we're coming. About 3,100 to 2,800 feet. We're going to be right in this range. And the MSA is going to be the CYYZ VOR. That's where it's based off of, and it's going to be right there, just south of the field. Okay, looks like a missed approach is climbing 1100 and heading 237, climbing right turn to 3000, intercept the outbound. What we'll probably do, if we're in visual conditions, we'll come up and just we'll roll right traffic and then come keep it tight. That's our plan. 237 inbound, 111.5. Looks like Newark at 3000 will hit. Descend. Looks like 3 degrees glide slope normal, and that's it. 250 knots. 250 feet, 808 feet on the deal. What do we have there? Display. What is display? Thank you. All right, are you good? You good with that briefing? Is everybody good? Let's go and throw in the frequency 111.5. And we're coming in at 237 on the course. It's nice and smooth. Let's go ahead and turn on the off the seatbelt sign for a little bit, at least. Oh, it is off.
November 5297, put our QB.
Direct QB 5297.
Weird. Hey, John, what's going on, man? John's throwing the slinging the cold as well. We're both flying. He's flying a charter for us in the MD-80 tonight, and so am I. So we've got double duty. 2 coastal pilots flying around, hockey teams. I will say trial and error is a great test lab, but yeah, it'd be nice to change up routines. Yeah, I guess so. Cool. Thumbs up. We'll see how it goes. How's that? We'll just play it by ear. If it goes well, great. If it doesn't, then we'll switch it up again. That's how we're going to have to do this. All right, guys, give you an update. 77 nautical miles, top of descent. We're almost there. We could do a couple things just to get ready for the descent, and I'll show you. Just something in the MD-80 is a little antiquated, but we'll do it anyway. So if you go to your flight plan, you want to drill down to your winds aloft, and there's a thing called descent winds. So I'm going to do this pretty quick. Descent winds, we're going to go forecast. And I'm going to throw in a couple of winds here. We're going to go 300 first. Dump it in there. 240, you're going to dump it in 3. And then, let's go one more. What the heck? 180. Throw it in there. And then you could go another one. Just depends. Yeah, I will. We'll go 10,000. Okay, so there are altitudes. There's 4 altitudes. 300. We're going to start there. And we're looking at 300 at 99. That is the forecast winds for that altitude. 240, looking at 310 at 87.
Endeavour 5394, report cancellation on this frequency if unable to flight service station.
Oops. And then we're going to come in with 180, 32066.
That's affirmative. Just call when you get on the ground and change to advisory frequency approved, Endeavour 5394.
And then 34020.
We'll talk to him, 5394.
Thanks.
I'm going to throw that in there. That is done. Back to Prague. And that's it. 76 nautical miles, top of the descent. It helps the calculators figure out the best course of action. That's all that does. All right. Where's John flying tonight? That's what I want to know. Well, you flew yesterday. You flew up to Chicago, or was it Sunday? Let's see. Yeah, you had yesterday. You flew up to Chicago. So he's in Midway. John's doing double duty. It never ends. These charter flights. This will never end. That's why I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited for, why does it do that? I don't want that. I don't want that. So I want to go...
Blue 2116's out of 350.
Roger.
Oh, this thing's dumb. Let's get
New York, UPS 1125.
Forget it.
UPS 1125, New York Center, Roger. Climb and maintain, level 250, clear to Lake. 250 and direct to Lake, UPS 1125.
Let's do landing performance while I'm at it. Landing pref. Let's do it. Let's go to our landing. Let's autofill it. Okay, it is dry 310. That's good. Runway is 23. We're going to go flap 40. If you ever wonder what the heck this is, the 15s are go-around flap. Your 40s are landing flap. Landing weight 111.9er. Maybe. What did I have on my list? Auto brake, probably none. That's going to be a little bit different. Because right now our gross weight is 117, so it's going to be around 115. Well, what do we got left? 60 miles? We're at what did I say, 117?
Riptide 5800, contact Cleveland Center on 119.375.
All right, 119.375. Cleveland Center, Riptide 5800, 360, smooth.
Riptide 5800, Cleveland Center, good afternoon.
All right, so flaps 40, 15 on the go. And we were saying, what's the deal here? 3,900 feet. It's nothing. Oh, that's pretty good. We got like 11,000 foot runway or some craziness. Looks like 130. If we use all that runway, we got a problem. We have got a problem. All right, guys, I'm good with that. Nice, about 4,000 feet of runway to work with. It's no big deal. I think it was 606 on the minimums. There we go. It's all set now. Okay, speedboat's coming checked. We're going to get them ready for landing. There we are. All right, what am I forgetting? Is there any threats? What kind of threats do we have? Do we have any threats going on today? Anybody? Anyone to take a stab at it? Yeah, some weather just south of Buffalo. We're Cleveland Center right now, so... Out of there, we'll throw that up there. Yobi. 119.375. Yeah, well, that didn't work. $119.3. There we go. Now we're looking at something. Okay. Got some weather between us and the descent point. And we're going to be passing over Buffalo here shortly. Buffalo. Let's see, 900. Okay, we're heading over to Buffalo. We got Kelly, then next is Buffalo. And then we're on the arrival. We're almost there. I show 36 nautical miles top of descent. Complacency, yes, that is good. Like if a route we've flown several times or tasks, all it takes one slip up and it goes off the rails. We've discussed the danger of that in our safety meeting. That's a good one. Yeah, complacency does kill. And let's talk about that for a little bit. How do we prevent complacency, folks? What's the prevention to it, right? So we've got a threat here that Ryan brings up, and it's a very valid one. How do we beat it? And that's not just with anything. With any job you're doing. Complacency is a tough thing to beat because you've done it so many times, right? Like we've landed here in Toronto a lot. Been here many, many times. So, you know, this season, I think we've been here once or twice this season. So, but what do we have? So how do you beat complacency? It's a really good thought. You know, one thing that I'm going to do is look at what's below us, right? We've got weather. We've got, we shouldn't be in this weather when we hit Buffalo and start our descent. We should be over it, but there is snow right now in the Buffalo area. It's lake effect snow coming off of Lake Erie like this. So we'll expect it. Another thing is in Toronto, I don't see any air traffic controller. That doesn't mean anything, right? So we'll have to do our radio calls as well. I think proper planning goes a long way with complacency, right? It's getting this checklist, doing your flows, and not missing your checks, right? Do your checklist. And that looks like we've got an ACARS ding. Let's go and see what that's about. So let's go ACARS. Menu, ACARS. Received messages. Come on, really, dude? Crew message coming up. It says expect Terminal 3 B17 subject to change. Now, our dispatcher gave us something different. Our dispatcher said it's ramp 646. That's what we're going to do. We never park at the gate in Toronto. We just don't. Ryan, one can say, I feel this several times, or jet or of this size, of this plane, this or that, or we use this tug for everything. Right, well, how do you beat it? How do you beat the complacency part? Because it affects everybody in every job. So how do you beat it, right? How do you stay ahead of the complacency piece? It's a very interesting topic if one thinks about it for a minute. You know, how do you beat it? It's right. It's not always easy to do because you don't realize you're doing it, right? That's the hard part. I know it's cliche to say, oh.
Riptide 5800, descend via lining 3 to 7000 Woozy, transition into Toronto. Altimeter 3038.
Okay, we'll descend via the lining 3. We'll expect runway 23 at Riptide 5800. I know they didn't say that, but they're going to give me some stupid runway. I know it. I'm just preparing. All right, guys, we've got 8 miles. Let's go. So 8 miles top of descent. Let's bring this down. And one thing we're going to do to prevent complacency is look at our chart and say, okay, we got 8,000 hard altitude set here. So 8,000 set, checked, armed. So we've got it done. Seatbelts are coming on. It's good now, but might be bad in the descent. All right, here we go. Down the chute, starting the arrival. Been about 49 minutes since departure, since push. And we're headed down the chute right now. Let's go check it out. I heard those throttles change. Here we go on the descent, guys. Not a bad ride. Quick flight. There we go. $8,000 set. So anybody know? I mean, anybody have any ideas how to beat complacency? How do you beat it? I think it's this. I think it's a mindset. Not only a mindset, but it's planning. It's proper planning. It's staying ahead. It's staying 4 steps, 5 steps ahead of the airplane. Like right now, I'm not looking at where we are. I'm looking at our next waypoint. I'm looking at the restriction of 250 knots. I'm thinking of that restriction coming up, right? 111.50237 in the course. We're set there. I'm thinking way ahead on final. I'm thinking, do we have traffic? I'm thinking of weather. We're at negative 23 degrees outside right now, and it's snowing in Buffalo, which we're going to be passing over here shortly. Now, I don't can see us in the clouds, but you know, I'm looking at 114 nautical miles till we hit the destination. I don't know. How do you beat complacency? No idea. That's what I'm trying to do, is plan. Also, recurrent training, cross-checking, supervision, respect for the task at hand, and follow your procedures. Yeah, that's important. Following procedures is very important, sir. I would agree. So we want to go arrival. Whatever this is. New. 30,000. Oh, gosh. Good thoughts, Ryan. I like them, man. Like you got the right track going.
Star 655, thanks. They're already on their way for you. Tower's already got the info. I'll hand them off to you shortly.
Thank you.
How about fatigue? That's an issue. That's always an issue. Fatigued. By the way, Rangers lost tonight. They Ottawa beat them. So it doesn't matter. The season's over. This is just practice for them. We got a few more games to go. About a half dozen less than that. We have one more trip.
Good evening, Copa 470, checking in, crossing 12,500, descending 1000, be on board.
Copa 470 arrival, descend 8,000, runway 24 left.
8,000, expected 24 left, Copa.
He's going 24 left. We're requesting 23.
744, turn left, heading 320, descend 3,000.
320, descend 3,000, Air Canada 744.
Blair 655, speed 170 knots or greater until Keurig.
170 knots to or greater to QRX Blair 655.
Blair 655, thanks. You can contact the tower now, 118.35.
11835, Blair 655, thanks for the help. Good night.
No problem, good night.
Protocol Jet 575 descending, flight level, sorry, from 16,000, for 16,000.
That was just a camera. No worry.
Information Zulu, Toronto altimeter 3039.
3039 with Zulu.
Without cause, without knowledge. Okay. Also, I got that. Cause without knowledge. People make assumptions, guesses, distractions. Causes lack of awareness, focus, education, training can be fault of the trainer. Which, if it's trainee, they should be vocal. They're feeling comfortable and safe. Yes, if procedures change and the employees don't do recurrent training and they're behind the other parts of the industry, they risk major problems. That is very true. Good stuff. All on point. It is so hard, though. It's hard when you've done it for so long. And it can be any job. I see it. I see it in my industry a lot, right? I see a lot of people in body bags, unfortunately, because they're complacent. And they get stuck in that routine of, oh, I've been doing this every day for 30 years, and that'll kill you. Unfortunately, it makes it's not a good thing for people.
Speed 170 knots, contact tower at KX 11835.
KX 130 knots and power.
And even pilots in aviation, or even in aviation in general, you can really get stuck in that rut. All right, take a look ahead. I see broken clouds. The weather's getting behind us, which is great news. Heading on the chute here, 22,000. Yeah, they're giving us ILS 23. Isn't that awesome?
3419 arrival, turn right directed Mayor.
Really nice of them.
6,000, runway 24 left.
Check Mayor at 6,000, 24 left, Victor 3419.
Target at 575, turn left directed Delta.
And when there's lack of supervision, cross-checking can be a form of apathy. Too much
Target at
cross-check.
575, and 10,000.
Don't follow. I think that's another big thing for aviation is you got to follow procedures, proper procedures, right? Otherwise, you get caught, you get behind, and then you're stuck. Like our next trigger point for us right now is at 18,000. And we call that a trigger, right? So when we hit 18,000, we need to do something. At 18,000, we need to do something. At 10,000, we need to do something. So we'll be doing those processes as we go through the flow. I got an aircraft right behind me going into UAL 416. That's who said UAL 416 with us. Yeah, he's right there. I'm going to go ahead and just call Toronto. I don't know if is Toronto still on like that sim. I wonder if they're not doing 22.8, right? Are they still doing? Because I gotta call them right now. So I'm gonna do .ctaf CYYZ enter. Shoot, I did it wrong. Dang it all. I mean nothing.
Riptide 5800, contact Toronto approach on 124.475.
124, 475. I think I need to call 122.8. I don't know.
Descend 6,000.
Traffic Falcon Roger 575.
At Toronto, Riptide 5800 descending via Iston.
Riptide
18,000.
5800, Toronto approach. Good afternoon, Toronto. Altimeter 3038. Expect the ILS runway 23 approach into Toronto.
3038, roger. Okay, 3038. Does anybody know, I think, okay, we got that set on the descent here. That is set. We've got our lights. Good to go. Let's go ahead and throw this on Alpha side for now, and I'm going to try to get the,
2418 sending through 14,100 for 11,000. Go Lima.
CYYZ, right?
Runway 24 left, altimeter 3039er.
I should be able to go CTAF dot CTAF CYYZ just to tell me. Okay, dude.
Copa 470, turn left, heading 350, descend 3,000.
There we go. Frequency set 118.7. So I'm going to plug that in right now through 15,000, 118.7. We've got plenty of time. I'm just going to throw it in. Actually, I'm going to throw this in number 2. So we're going to go 118.7.
119.7.
1187. Yeah, 1187. Flip it over here. I'm going to come down over here. And we're going to pull this in on nav 2 side of like this. So I'm going to listen to nav 2, and I'm going to broadcast on it right now. So there's the broadcast. I flipped it over, and I'm going to do a radio call. Oh! Let's see. Toronto traffic, Riptide 5800 descending on the Ling 3, expecting runway 23 at Ling right now. 13,000. So let's see if that works. Sean, what's going on, man? So I just made a radio call into Toronto, letting them know.
5800, I hate to do this to you. The fuel truck spilled fuel near the taxiway. Cleanup is underway. Hold it lining as published. Left turns. We'll get you out of there soon.
Hold it lining as published. There is no published. There is no published hold at Ling. You have another hold for us?
Riptide 5800, you got assigned a holding pattern. You earned yourself a badge.
What? That's what you're talking about.
Negative, speed your discretion.
Can't hold.
418, descend 6,000, unrestricted, speed your discretion.
Just let you know, you got traffic. There's no way I'm going to be able to hold at Ling. It's too quick. Do you have another hold for us? Off the airway.
Riptide 5800, roger. Maintain present heading and altitude. I'll advise if alternate hold is needed.
I don't mind holding, but not on an arrival. You got to get me off the airway, dude. I'm not going to hold on the airway unless they do it behind me, and they're not. So guess what? That ain't happening, Captain.
Copa 470, contact.
They said there's a fuel spill? Fine. I'll hold. Give me a hold point. How about we go to Edmos? Let me give him a call. It's off the airway. It's close enough, though. Toronto, Riptide 5800. Why don't we hold at EMDOS, Echo Mike Delta Oscar Sierra.
Riptide 5800, roger. Maintain present heading and altitude. I'll advise if alternate hold is needed.
Okay, do you still want me to hold or no?
Riptide 5800, roger. Maintain present heading and altitude. I'll advise if alternate hold is needed.
Okay, you still didn't answer my question. Do you want me to hold or no?
Riptide 5800, roger. Maintain present heading and altitude. I'll advise if alternate hold is needed.
So I do not need to hold.
Riptide 5800, roger. Maintain present heading and altitude. I'll advise if alternate hold is needed.
All right, guys, what do you want to do? You want to put in a hold? What fuel cleanup? Okay. So let's do a hold. Let's do a hold for these idiots. I'm just going to do one right over the water here. Keeps us away. We're going to go to Edmos. You got to go to the hold there. So we're going to go to... we're just going to have to put this in the legs page. We're going to go MDOS. All right, Edmos. Okay. And I'm going to drop this in right now. We're headed to there. But if I put Edmos in there, I'm going to go look, enter direct. I'm going to go direct. And then I'm going to go hold at Edmos. You're going to drop it in here. And we're going to make left turns. So right here, inbound course, I want to make left turns. So we're going to go inbound course on, let's take a look here. Inbound course, let's go 0. Yep, that's good. Left turns right there. That's actually right turns. I'll go left turns. So we're going to go, let's go 029 left turns. I don't know if it's going to take it like that without 0. Okay. There we go, and we're going to go leg 8 miles, and I'm going to enter. It's discontinuity right there, so let's go to the legs. Where was it? If I go to the hold. Next hold. Come on, man, you didn't take it? Okay, fine. We're going to go to EMDOS. Like right there, EMDOS, right there, legs. Now I'm busy. Okay, execute, go. Well, the airplane's saying, "Ah, you've already been there." Okay, fine, dude.
Air Canada 2418, do you want to close your approach to Mayor Adelizu, or would you like vectors?
We'll close the approach, Air Canada 2418.
Air Canada 2418, thanks. Send to 3000 via Mayrod and Lizu, third Alice approach, runway 249.
Not in database. So I just broke off. We're going to go ahead and flip around to, I'm going to hold, it's got 8,000 feet. I want an altitude hold here. I'm going to flip it back around. I don't want to hold, I want to hold off the airway. I've got the heading, so it won't take that for some dumb reason. Not because we're too dang close. So this will be a good one. ALK, let's go AL, 1,000 to go. ALKUT, KUT. And I'm going to throw that in there. It's not in database. Really? ALKUT? Let's just see if I can go there first. Legs page. Nay. Huh! Alright, I'm going to turn the aircraft. Heading select. Let's go. Roll it. Yeah, I'm like right there, man. What fuel spill? I don't know. They spilt fuel somewhere, and now we've got a problem. And I don't know if they want me to do a hold or not. So I'm sitting there trying to go off airway. And I'm looking to see if I can get a hold somewhere away from Edmos would have been a great spot. Turn the airplane over again and around. It's not in the database. Are you serious? EMDOS. Am I doing that right? EMDOS, that is correct. See, Edmos is in there. I'm going to go ahead and hit there. And I'm going to say take me direct to Edmos, but then you can see the hold. Next. No. Hold. Probably too close. Not a database. Lovely. What the freak is that? Alright, I'm going to call again just to see what the heck. We're leveled. We're good. Toronto approach, Riptide 5800.
Riptide 5800, roger.
Do you still want us to hold, or are we good to continue the arrival?
Riptide 5800, continue the arrival. Descend at your discretion.
2418, contact target carrier 11835. Good morning.
All right. I'm going to go up to this BIMPO. For some dumb reason, the thing just wouldn't take it. I don't know why, but it wouldn't. I think I do know why. It wasn't a direct 2. That was my fault. Should have been a direct 2. All right, we're going to go LNAV right now. We're behind that aircraft, so we have no problems. VNAV cap. We've got altitude hold. We're hitting 8,000. We're good to go. Lovely. Passive aggressive ATC. Yeah, that was my fault. You know I'm going to do this, right? I know I'm going to do this.
Riptide 5800, thanks for your patience. Leave your hold at lining and resume your arrival.
All right, we'll resume the arrival, Riptide 5800. Yeah, no thanks to you, idiots. You got to go to direct. So let me see if I can show you something. Maybe I can do one at MROD. Marrod. You see this Marrod? Maybe I can hold there. I'm just going to show you. If we went to hold, and we go next hold, and I click this MyRod, and I go like that. See, I can set up a hold now over there, left turns, whatever, right? So the reason why it wasn't taking before is because I didn't go direct to. So what I should have done was went direct to. Let's see if I can put that in there, that one path, that MyRod that he's talking about. EMDOS. EMDOS. Now it should take it.
Toronto
All right, you see that?
United 416 on downwind inbound for runway 24 left, Toronto.
So here you go. You got Edmos, and then if I wanted to do the hold there, watch this now. See, I can go hold, and I can go next hold. I'm just going to click erase that. I'm going to go next hold, and then I can put in, if I was heading to that one point. Does that make sense? I'm not, but if I was, that's what I would end up doing. So you got to hold there to go there. Anyway, that's the deal. So the arrival's good. Back on target. We're at 8,000 feet. And I don't know what they're going to descend us to. We're resuming the arrival. So I could go there, and that's how you do it. You would go direct to fix, and then I can drop it in and then hold off of that. And we're back on target. All right, so checklist time. Descent engine sinks. I've got to get my stuff in order. Engine sinks off. Pressurization's good to go. And I'm going to go ahead and throw on our auxiliary pumps. Pressurization set and check. Hydraulics are on high. Altimeters are set. Landing data and airspeed bugs set. Toronto Riptide 5800. You want us to descend? I don't know. Maybe to 3,000 feet or something. Toronto Riptide 5800. Do you want us to descend to an altitude? Because I am.
Riptide 5800, descend 7,000.
7,000? What do you... Okay, 7,000 now.
After traffic, United 416 turning base for runway 24 left at Toronto.
I got him. Toronto traffic. Riptide 5800 on the... going to be setting up for runway 23 in Toronto. Ooh, we got you behind you. Okay, we got Mayrod coming up. They said 7,000. I think that's a little stupid. I mean, I'll go ahead and down to 5, but 7,000 is a little on the high side for what I want to do. Oh, look at Toronto. What a bumpy down here, guys. Seatbelts on. Sure is. Should be. Yeah, it's on. Okay. Well, that was fun. I love how they say, we need you to hold, like, now. Like 2 miles. I'm like, there's no way. I can't plug that in that fast. Are these people stupid? Jeez. I'm all for holding, but man, let me tell you something. A little bit of a delay. I want to make sure that aircraft, I see him, he's behind us. He's no factor. I don't want to go down this far. Maybe go down to Calvary or 3,000 feet. I'm going to descend down to 3. I'm going to ask for a turn inbound. Matter of fact.
Departure this morning, 3062, climbing through 3,000, 5,000.
Got our butts kicked.
8062 departure, allow your identified, climb flight level 230.
Climb flight level
Toronto approach, Riptide 5800. We have a visual of the airport. Can we get a visual approach?
Riptide 5800, visual approach approved, runway 23.
See ya.
Through 5,000, direct taxi on course 130.
Heading select. Here we go, down to 3,000. I got the aircraft. We're going to go down to about 1,400 feet a minute.
Toronto traffic, United 416, 10 miles out.
Lights on.
Toronto.
Toronto traffic, Riptide 5800. We're returning base, runway 23. Slats.
12492, morning 3062.
Lights on. 5,000. Nice and cooking. Basically base leg, turn inbound. There's an airport out there somewhere. I'll follow that yellow big road. $3,000 coming up. We're humming. See this road? We're just going to take it straight down in there. 1,000 to go. We're armed. Here it comes.
2,500.
Out cap. 3,000. We'll stay at 180 here. I'll speed up just a little bit. 3,000. Well, looking good. Looking good. There is a runway out there somewhere.
1661, contact tower, Sierra 1835.
1835, Sierra 1661.
1835. Well, it's cap.
Tower, hello, Route 1661, ILS, 24 left.
Route 1661, Toronto Tower, wind 330 to 8, clear to land 24 left.
Clear to land 24 left, Route 1661.
Roger. Someone else had called, was it maybe tractor 443?
Trenton traffic, Riptide 5800, final, runway 23.
Riptide 5800, wind 300 at 10, runway 23, clear to land.
Maintenance 95, you're going to be doing all the work west of 15, right? Or where are you working?
For now, yeah, we'll be west of 15, right from inside.
Okay, so once you get back up there, short of 15, right? And again, I'm going to be crossing the Morningstar, the FedEx stuff at the 5 threshold.
Okay, we can give way to any traffic at the threshold for maintenance.
Thanks.
Got the runway in sight. Alright, what are we doing? What am I doing? Speed. That's what I'm doing. Slow down, airplane. Okay, flaps 3. Flaps full. Checklist. Okay, landing gear down 3, green.
Bravo, Tango.
Now we're on the alpha side.
Bravo,
Armed as required.
One check, crosswind.
Toronto Cafe 829 FA Charlie 30.
Flaps 40 on the landings. Good to go.
Cafe 829 for pushback, contact 12287.
Toronto traffic, United 416, clear runway 24 left, Toronto.
This is the Fly Tampa scenery. It's beautiful. It's a nice little quartering tailwind we're taking. I'm going to bump that speed up just a touch. Go around thrust, just in case we need it. Oh, that's cool with the vapes coming in.
Let's go 573 ground.
Let's go 573.
Hey there, I see you right at the threshold. I've got another Morningstar just about to come out across the 5 threshold shortly. Are you
My
going to
plane.
avoid him? Thanks.
Autopilot.
Wow, let's see what you want to do. You want to drift on me, huh? This is some kind of a racetrack here? Looks cool. I don't think I've ever noticed that.
Approach 23.
With inspection 26. Inspection 68, that's a 24 left axis road, start of field check, please, with you.
Man, just fighting her down.
Approaching
What the heck is that?
3.
We're 1661.
Look at this
Turn
frickin'
right
thing.
onto 4, then turn right onto 6 left.
Do not turn on that runway, bro.
Inspection 68, you can take your time on runway 24 left. And
Oh, crap.
call once you're done that. Okay, on the 24 left, inspection 68.
200. Sink rate.
Good morning, start 7050, come short through the 705.
A little close.
Runway 3 to right, turn right on 28. turn on Juliet 1 having difficulty. Yeah, a bunch of closures tonight, so a long way around. Understood, thanks.
Pushing all that rudder to get that airplane center.
Riptide 5800, welcome to Toronto. Contact ground on 119.1.
Okay, 1191.
1661, taxi 6 left, Charlie 1 to Alpha, and hold short Tango. 6 left, Charlie.
Well, that was fun. Doesn't take crosswind very well. .121 point, what do you say? 119.1. No. Yeah. No. Yeah, 119.1. Toronto traffic, Riptide 5800, clear of runway 23. 119.1, folks.
Inspection 68, trees are left exposed,
That ain't right.
available for taxi, as well as 5 being closed. Are you inspecting those tonight? Yeah, I guess I don't necessarily need to this time around until it reopens, so yeah, I can bypass those. Okay, why don't you cross before right, inspection 68 Delta, and then up runway 33 right.
119.1 coming up.
Cross 6 left.
Gosh.
And onto 33 right, inspection 68. Track 443, call 2207. 2207, 443. One star 7050, Juliet down to the end, and then cross runway 05 to hotel. You'll see some vehicles down at the end. They'll give way to you if they happen to get close. Continue Juliet cross 05 on a hotel. We'll check the vehicles.
Oh my gosh, I'm on the frequency. At Toronto, Riptide 5800, we're going to be taxiing to the FBO. Slats are up, flaps are up.
Riptide 5800, Toronto ground, taxi to signature stand spot 3 via Juliet, hold short of runway 15 right, then Kilo. Good day.
Okay, we'll hold short of 15 right, Riptide 5800. It's coming up.
Ground, did you say that 248 was closed? No, 248 is open. Runway 05 is closed, and runway 33 left is closed. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just confirming. Yeah.
Runway 15 right.
Alright, we're crossing 15 right, Riptide 5800. Toronto traffic, Riptide 5800, crossing 15 right.
Yes, 237, give way to the company ahead.
We'll give way to the company dash 8, Jazz 237.
Air Canada 115, give way to the Envoy Embraer 170 on your left.
We'll give way to the Envoy Embraer 170, Air Canada 115.
Alright, look at that big old behemoth on the runway. Look at that thing. It's an A380. It thing's huge. It was holding it short for us on takeoff. I'm like, what the heck? Big airplane.
And then turn right box around.
Gosh. Look at him. That thing is a behemoth. That thing is just huge. Slow down here for it. We should see that rolling. Look at that thing. Gosh.
Jazz 237, give way to the company dash 8 on your right.
Giving way to the company dash 8, Jazz 237.
I want to shut down number 2. We're down crossing runways now, so that's good. Come upstairs, this is coming off. That's coming off. And
Section 68 at the end, you can turn around, back down 15 left, and unless there's something else that you want to look at. No, I'll take it up to the end, 180 back in section 68. So down to 205, turn clearance, reach back, correct. Contact 12287 for your pushback. 12287, 05, thank you.
here we go. Let's go in here.
Let's go 573+1. 573, yeah. 573+1, we're outside on 05. I'd like to exit at 1 to the right close. That's 573+1. Have the mark, so let's go 573+1.
We're ready to taxi. Rouge 1664, runway 15 left taxi, via 6, Alpha Kilo, Alpha, give way to the Rouge ahead, Bravo 4.
646.
Runway 15 left taxi via 6, Alpha Kilo, Alpha Romeo Bravo, Bravo 4, Rouge 1664.
Now it's over here. Let's see what that one says. That's 643. Hang on, guys. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm parking this beast. There we go. 646. Okay, let's go. Request file on me. No.
Turn right on Juliet.
Straight ahead. Novajet.com. Weird.
454, ready to taxi. Air Canada 454, runway 15 left taxi via 8, Alpha Lima, Alpha Romeo Bravo, Bravo 4.
Jazz 747, ready to taxi.
Jazz 747, runway 15 left taxi via Alpha Foxtrot, Bravo, Bravo 4.
Runway 15 left taxi via Alpha Foxtrot, Bravo, Bravo 4, Jazz 747.
So you gotta go a long way around tonight. Mark 705, turn right on Juliet. All the way to the end.
Fun landing and approach. Yeah, not too bad. It's cool to see the AI. Yeah, exactly right.
3993, give way to the Rouge A319 on your left.
Rouge A319, envoy 3993.
Cathay 829, holding short Alpha Juliet. Cathay 829, heavy ground, runway 33 right, altimeter 3038, it is Mike. Taxiway at Bravo, Delta.
Thing is, this thing wants me to come around, and the equipment is just not right, so.
And then taxi via Bravo and Delta, and we require Cathay 829. Okay, it doesn't get any longer than Delta.
This guy's dancing.
Thank you.
It's awesome. Look at him dancing over there. Yeah, well, I gotta flip you guys around.
We'll give way to the Jazz Dash 8, envoy 3993.
Alright, you guys, I'm gonna have to cut it around here. I gotta move this equipment. Look at this guy dancing. It's hilarious. That's so funny. Alright, I'm gonna come in like this. That's so cool. Oh, that's awesome. I gotta change this around. It shouldn't be like that.
Air Canada 10.7, do you want to close the approach near Liz? Who would you like to Air Canada 10.7, exit via Mayrod, Liz, intercept local, 24 left, so upload.
Very good, via Mayrod, Liz, intercept the localizer only, Air Canada 10.7.
We're good right here. I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna stop. That's a good place. I gotta change the equipment. Brakes are on. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. That's on. APU is good. All right. APU's coming on the bleed. That's off. That's off. That's off. And one of those. APU on the bleed. Bleeders on. Seatbelts off. Let's go ahead and turn this thing off. That's it. Brakes are set. We're going to we'll open the door here, and that's it. Air store is coming in. Yeah, all right. Flight mode's off. Let's go over here. Aft stairs.
British Air 7051, taxi hotel across runway 15 right, and then Fox.
He had too many Timbits. That was funny. I mean, that was hilarious, you guys. Like, honestly, that was pretty cool. Guys dancing over there. All right, you got to deplane me, and I've got to find a better way to park this airplane.
Left 621, give way to the Air Canada Airbus 8220 on your right.
Let's got to find a better way to do that. I'm going to go ahead and click this. We're going to click whatever, man. Yeah, I want you to... That's where I want to park. So, but the problem is this 646 area, there's not a lot of room to park it. And so I'm just going to say, just warp me there. And you can see where they put us. They put us in like this thing that this MD-80 just can't fit in. So I've got to find a better way to get that done. Ah, crap. I think it's... Who is our provider? It's Signature Aviation. I don't see him in here. So I'm going to have to do all that. Air Canada is going to help us out. I got to get this situated. See, like, there's no way an MD-80 could fit in here unless it's towed. So normally they'd come in and just kind of rock, you know, bring us in like this. But anyway, here we are. We're done. Okay. Oh, that was fun, wasn't it? He had too many. Yeah, he's jamming to his music. It's pretty cool. All right, folks. We are done. We're going to go ahead and check out. I'll get the airplane shut down, and I got some paperwork to do. First of all, I got to get paid. That's like number one here. We burned about 8,400 pounds of fuel. We'll file that right now. That is now in the books. And I got to write all this stuff down here. 1924 we're in. Oil quantity is 14 over 14. We're looking at hydraulics are the same.
Passenger's bus is coming.
I'm going to shut down those hydraulic pumps if I didn't do that already. Hydraulic pumps coming off, and I'm going to shut off the APU. That's coming off on the galley. I'll get all this done and get it ready for the next run, which is going to be Friday, I think. Friday should be our next flight. That should be a live flight back home. Nope, can't be Friday. It can't be Thursday. Probably gonna be Wednesday night. I gotta fly him home. They have a game Friday, so it's gotta be Thursday. I mean, it's gotta be Wednesday night. I'll have to fly him home Wednesday night, so otherwise I won't be able to do it. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on a couple of days. It'll be at night, I'm sure. It'll be an after the game kind of thing. So until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down. We'll see you folks next time. Thanks for watching.
Boarding at sunrise, the Rangers fly high. Coastal Airways ready